You just opened the book, and yet you're so complacent or comparing to what they've already went through already. You haven't went through nothing. You haven't went through none of the barriers or challenges to get to your chapter 20. You don't have to look at nobody else's story and feel like, why am I not there yet? Open that book to chapter 1 and start your chapter 1. Y'all know I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. I'm gonna keep it all the way real. Check me out. Believing in yourself is the foundation to your life, the foundation to everything, bro. It's the foundation to achieving anything that you want in this thing that we call life. Real spill. But let's be real for a minute, because I'm about to get deep. It's not always easy, okay? Obviously. We in a world where it's full of doubt, it's full of, and this is self-doubt too. This is not just from the outside noise of people saying that you can't do something. This is from within, bro. Most times we dealing with distractions, we dealing with setbacks, and then off these things, we tend to get lost. We tend to just get complacent with things. How do you keep faith in something that you don't even know is gonna work? It's a tough thought, it's a tough thing to do. Seems almost impossible at times. You know what it means to truly believe in yourself? I'm about to tell you. How you can build yourself to this point of believing in yourself is you got to be delusional. It sounds kind of crazy, right? You got to build this unshakable confidence about yourself, bro. Like I'm talking about, you got to feel as if it is going to work. You have no other choice that this is going to work, okay? Everybody in life has this magic number, has this certain number to themselves. I don't give a dang if you're trying to open up your own online business, start a business. You have a number until it pops for you, or have some type of success or spark in it. Everybody has it. I'll even give you mine. My number when it came to me finding a job was 112. Okay? 112. During COVID, there was this mass thing, as you know, of shutdown. I didn't get a job. Granted, there was stimulus checks and things like this going on, so I was able to get funding for myself and be okay. But I didn't get a new job until the following year. That's a whole year, bro. Whole year, right? Things didn't start working out for me on this channel until number 19. My magic number for this channel is 19. It took 19 uploads for me to get a spark, for me to get my chance to show and motivate people. 19, bro. Now here's the thing with that. Now with this information, now that you know you have a magic number, most of y'all gave up before you even got to reach to your magic number. See, here's the thing. If my magic number is 19 and yours is 26 and you gave up at 20, did you ever see your number? You gave up too early, bro. See, you got to build this perseverance about yourself where you got to keep going through the bad times and not just always clapping and applauding for the good ones. You got to go through them bad ones too. See, when you go through the bad ones, you get the chance to learn from that. A lot of people don't take that thing into consideration of life. I feel like if you go through life and you go through things and you struggle and you don't learn nothing from it, you're failing. You're failing. Believing in yourself matters, bro. See, you got to believe in yourself before anybody else on this platform or anybody else in this world can believe in what you got going. If you don't believe in yourself or believe in the foundation, bro, it's critical. Matter of fact, there's no point in you even starting if you don't believe in yourself. What's the point? You already doubted yourself, you downplayed yourself before you even got started. It's not just about motivational things neither, bro. That's not what it's about. It's not what it's about. All this to do nothing or not having a mindset to where it directly impacts you, or when you believe in yourself, you don't have the type of drive, more than likely, you will never take risk. You will never push through bad times, challenges. You won't do any of that because of what? Self-doubt. So many people now do this comparison thing where they comparing their situation to somebody else's. That ain't the way to go, bro. That ain't the way to go. You got to stop comparing your chapter 1 to somebody's chapter 40 or chapter 20. Bro, you just opened the book and yet you're so complacent or comparing to what they've already went through already. You haven't went through nothing. You haven't went through none of the barriers or challenges to get to your chapter 20. But you want to point the finger. It don't work like that. You feel me? It don't work like that. Now, don't get me wrong. It's okay to get motivation from somebody, but you know what people tend to turn motivation into? I could sit up here and show you a bank account of 30,000, but if somebody's sitting behind this screen broke, they gonna take it as me flexing. You see the difference though? That's how people's mind is wired nowadays. People don't take what you doing as motivation, or maybe I could do that. I could probably learn something from him. No, they don't. Their brain isn't wired like that anymore nowadays, right? You need to focus on your story. Don't focus on nobody else. Again, it's okay to grasp information from people, but for you to be like, woe is me, and then you look up and see that he's doing better than you, and then you wanna, oh man, how is he doing that? And then compare what you doing, maybe he doing something right that you doing wrong. That's why I tell you all the time, don't hate on nobody, start asking questions. Maybe there's something that you can fix that you was doing wrong that they're doing right. That's all I'm saying, okay? I've been told no, that I can't do something more times than I can count, bro. More times. I remember them days I was walking in the Chick-fil-A, and this was years ago. I was walking in the Chick-fil-A, I would work, get off, stream for 10 hours, bro. 10 plus. Them streams is probably on my gaming channel still, bro. 10 hours straight, and then would go to sleep, get back up, and do it over again. It was countless nights like that, all right? You need to build self-belief. And I believe self-belief has to have some type of self-delusion. Because when you go on this entrepreneurship journey, or anything that has to do with you getting up and having to work, because if you don't work, you ain't making no money on your own, like everything is based around you, you gotta have some type of delusion, and you gotta be delusional when it comes to YouTube, bro. Cause you gonna have them days where you feel like it ain't gonna work. This ain't working, bro. What am I doing it for? Like, you gonna have them times, bro. But when you persevere and you break through that barrier of the thing, that's why I tell you all the time, you gotta fall in love with the journey, fall in love with your passion that you have. Because when you do that, it's almost not gonna feel like as if you gotta do this with your leg. Like I'm doing these and I'm dragging my foot like Smokey over Friday. It's not gonna feel like that where I'm dragging my foot as I'm pushing the car. It's not gonna feel like that. It only feel like that now because you ain't found it. You haven't found that within you, right? And the thing about it is, building that self-esteem or that self-build, that self-discipline, it takes time, bro. That mess don't come like this overnight. The same way with success, that's not gonna happen overnight. Granted, it can. It's about a 99.9% that it won't, and that 1% is your chance that you did. You get me? That's the winning chances. It's almost like gambling, right? But here are the things that work for me, okay? What worked for me is, let me backtrack. What worked for me might only work for me. That's a better explanation. It may not work for you, all right? Now, with that being said, On your journey, you have to find what works for you. Because everything that I do may not work. But when you find something that works, stay with it. A lot of people tend to get off track or want to go into too many things, but if you find something that works for you, double down on it, right? Now, for me, which may not work for you, something that I did was having a to-do list, right? Having a to-do list or preparing yourself for the things that you have to work on or have to do, it's gonna put you in this situation where you can kind of see the small wins that you got. You can start seeing what you accomplished in this amount of time. You can start seeing the tiniest goals and some type of momentum. It's hard to see momentum, right? When you can't physically see it just yet. Like for the longest time with me, day trading and trying to make money on day trading, I lost a grip on day trading, bro. But it wasn't until I grasped the knowledge of how it works until I started to make some type of progress, or writing down little things like, all right, I'm gonna take $100 and try to flip it to 500. I just did that 2 weeks ago, and was able to physically pull the money out and go buy something. And it's been a while since I've been able to do that because I wasn't knowledgeable or didn't have some type of thing that I could look at that I could be like, oh, I did that. Boom. That's why I tell y'all all the time, go get that whiteboard. Because that whiteboard got me through years of doubt, years of feeling like there was no progression or momentum. That's the first thing, right? You have to find something that uplifts what you're doing, something that's going to uplift your spirits. Because if you don't, when you do have a bad day or have one of these bad moments, it's going to be relatively hard to have the energy to push through them. All right. Now, overcoming doubt is the second thing that I did. Having doubt within myself was a major problem that I dealt with, and probably a major problem that you deal with right now, which is why you probably don't post. You probably don't do what you say you're going to do. And which is why every year you're the type of person that writes New Year's resolutions. Yet you didn't complete anything from the last year's resolution or the year before that because you were procrastinating, putting it to the side. Oh, I'll get to it. Nah, bro. That's the problem. Whenever I feel doubt, here's what I do. I remind myself I'm capable, I'm learning, and I'm growing. Simple as that. Growing as an individual and growing as a person, and so are you. You're growing. Okay? Now, with all that being said, what are we going to do moving forward to accomplish what we want to accomplish? We're going to sit back and take the back seat to things? I don't think so. Believe in yourself now, because the longer that you prolong things is going to be the longer that you prolong your future, the longer that you prolong success to yourself, and you owe it to yourself. A lot of people owe to themselves of being successful because everybody got it in them. Everybody got it in them. It's just about finding that within you. You don't have to look at nobody else's story and feel like, why am I not there yet? Open that book to chapter 1 and start your chapter 1. They on a whole different chapter than you, bro, and you haven't even cracked open the book to your life. That's what we got to do.